show you something that is really going to elevate the look of your house. And I will tell you, you don't need to use the shears or the loppers on these, because while they look real, these boxwoods are gorgeous, but they're actually faux. You are going to choose which color of the bases do you want here. The one that we see right over here, this is called the oil rubbed bronze. Now I will tell you, oil rubbed bronze across the board with everything is always so popular. So the fact that we do have it here and on a clearance price of $39.99, which is saving you $15 today, do take advantage of that, especially since it's on clearance. Maybe pick up 2 so that you can flank these. In the center, we have the black. Then this one is called the gray. And there's one more we can show you on QVC.com, and that is the ivory. Ooh, that ivory is very high end. Okay, most limited, fewer than 400, and it's under $40 and an easy pay of $13.33. Jordan, when it comes to Garden Reflections, we are really, like we've mentioned a couple times throughout the show, helping to cut out the middle people that would be involved and give you amazing prices. This price for this is incredible.
This is incredible. And, you know, we all love boxwoods, I think. And when we see them, we think, okay, this is an elevated home. It's elegant. And these are pieces that we always say, okay, I would love to have this in my outdoor space. But then you're talking about having someone maintain them. It has to have this beautiful round sphere. Well, this is no maintenance at all, thanks to Garden Reflections. So this is 32 inches in height, Justin. And then you're getting not 1, but 2 of these spheres, which I think just adds to the elegance and the wow factor that you're getting here. And then you're in this beautiful urn at the base that has the rib design. And then you're also getting the realism here, all the way from the top at 32 inches, all the way down here to the moss that's on the inside of the urn. Now, this is easy to lift, so from one place to the other, it's 6 3/4 pounds, but that also means that you're getting some of that, that weight as well. So if this is outside in the element, this isn't going to easily blow over because it is over 6 pounds.
You know, the great thing about this, with those 2 level to it, you get a little bit of the extra elevation. Like, if it was just one, it's just, imagine, right? If it just looked like the one, that would look nice. But when you have that 2, all of a sudden, there's something a little more luxurious about this. Having a little bit of that extra elevation here, always in home decor, that elevation just is what you look for. It helps to bring a little bit more luxury to it. And the way that these are done in this faux boxwood really just makes any room that you put in look super fancy. Imagine this maybe on a table. Do you have a long dining room table and you want 2 of them on either end? Or maybe it's one in the center with something smaller down below. You can use this indoor and outdoor, right, Jordan?
Yes, this is indoor and outdoor safe. So flank your doors with these because they're so, so elevated and gorgeous. Now, these are fade resistant, rust resistant, and weather resistant. You're seeing right there, that's a photo of the outside of my home. And so I like to have one of these outside to the entryway. And then I also bring another in. So I have 2 of these. And I like to bring one and have it on my hearth. Now, that's where I'm standing right now. But I like to have one indoors, one outdoors. And they're so versatile, which is something that I love. But, you know, Justin, I think the reason that these are so popular and these always go so quickly when we have them on with Garden Reflections is because usually when you see a faux sphere done in boxwood, it's so perfectly round that you can actually tell that it's not live, it's not real. This gives you that real lifelike feel because it is that beautiful sphere. But then you have some pieces that are a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. You have that really thick boxwood there. So you can see that I'm all the way in here, all the way to the center. And you're seeing how thick this is, which is really, really, it's a testament to how well and beautifully this is made. And even on the center here, you know, I said this the other day, we all have those neighbors that we love, but they might be a little nosy. And they like to come over, look at your greenery, right?
Yes.
They're like, okay, is this real or is this faux? I like to intersperse my faux with my real. This is one of those pieces that you're going to have to actually get so close to, and it's still, you can't tell because you have not only the visual appeal, but then you also have the texture as well that makes this really beautiful and really, really unique and special.
Well, look, I love how all you have to do is put this in the center of a table like this, and immediately there's something so elevated and fancy about this. It feels like I'm in a hotel. It feels like I went to that really high-end resort, and this is that table that's in the lobby. Do you have an oversized round table that's maybe in the corner? Do you have one of those longer tables that you have on the side of your hallway, and you want something that's going to help to give a little bit of elevation, a little bit of greenery, but you don't want to water it, you don't want to have to worry about trimming it and caring for it, then this is the one that you go with. I have the gray on here. Now let me just take this away for a second, right? Boring table, fancy luxurious table, and all I had to do is place this right in the center. This is under $40. I can't believe that this is under $40. The price is amazing. Now the gray is just one of the options that we have for you. The other options that we have, we see up front. We see the oil rubbed bronze, which is always super popular, and yep, it is here in this show too. This is a clearance price, and it's $13.33. In the center, we also have the black. Now you do only get one of them. I am going to tell you right now, if you want this on a front door and you've got enough space, then you're going to want to flank it. Now, my front door, I don't have a ton of space. And oh, by the way, this is the ivory, which is our most limited option. The front door, I don't have a ton of space, Jordan. But the nice thing about these is they're not ultra wide. I can totally fit this on my front door, get that fancy look, but it's not taking up the whole space that like people need to get in the middle to be able to try and get into the front door.
Exactly. On your front porch, if you don't have a lot of real estate in that area, it's okay because you're decorating vertically instead of this way, you know? So you can have a small area. Like I said, I like to have one on my outdoor patio. I also bring one on my hearth, and it just adds something really elegant and beautiful. You keep talking about the elegance, that factor of just a wow. That's what you're getting with this piece. And this urn right here, this is made of cement. So this is really done just so beautifully. You can hear that on my microphone, that this is an elevated piece. This is something that has been specifically curated for our QVC customers by Garden Reflections. And it is so lifelike. So indoor and outdoor safe. And it's fade resistant, rust resistant, and weather resistant, 32 inches in height. Just, this is one of those wows. Justin, I personally love this piece so much.
You know, I'm thinking something like this, a little bowl of lemons that you, it's like, it kind of reminds me of a lemon tree with the greenery, but to have a little bit of that bright citrus look to it would be amazing. Just on the bottom of this, if you have two of them, flank them at your garage, have them on your front porch, put it in the centerpiece as your table, maybe put it, maybe even down on the floor. In some cases with some furniture, it would be okay there. On the side, well, I've got the little bench here. On the side of the bench, it would be great. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about watering this. You don't have to worry about trimming this. When you get it out of the box, Jordan, any assembly, or is this how it comes?
No assembly at all.
Love that.
And you were talking about the lemons. It makes me think of Italy and, you know, just going on the coast. The Amalfi Coast, it's calling me now.
Yeah, you and me both. Takes you right on vacation.
Yes,
although I just came back from vacation. So yeah, Kylie Watts is over here looking at me like, seriously, you want to go on another vacation? I'm staying here.
You need a vacation from your vacation,
for a
right?
while. You know what? They say that. And why don't you make that vacation from your vacation at home, and you can make that into the oasis with this right here from Garden Reflections. It's under $40 on a clearance price today. Again, clearance in garden right now, that doesn't exist. You pay full price for everything everywhere. We do have a few clearance items for you, and an easy pay of $13.33, which you will not find anywhere else. You will be able to pick this up in the gray that you see here, the black in the center, and then we also have the oil rubbed bronze. Plus on QVC.com, that ultra luxurious ivory is another option you can pick up on. M99259. Jordan, good to see you tonight.
Oh, thanks so much, Dustin. Always great to see you as well.
See you later. Bye. Okay, if you want to see more of what was on this show, because